All right, guys. It's Sunday night again. As you can see, I don't have a beard. Not very happy about that. However, be careful what you wish for when you want to make your daughter's dreams come true for her birthday, because she blew out her candles and she said her wish was to shave her dad's beard. So, not worried. My hair on my face grows faster than weeds. So, you watch it. Maybe we'll have to do a day-by-day thing. But the bearded redneck is not so bearded. But that will change quickly. Let's see. What do we got going on? The flea market down in Davis, my wife's had a ton of stuff. We had the wonderful experience a year ago of having to pack up all the mother-in-law's stuff because she was moving into an assisted living place. So now we have 42 million totes in our triple garage and can hardly use it. So we've gone to a couple of flea markets to try to sell some of this stuff. However, it only so much goes. But we did pretty good out at the Davis flea market. Was down in Davis, and I had a deal. You guys never know when I'm going live. You guys never know what's going on. And was going to give 4 prizes away. Now, I understand there was a culvert that was washed out. It was tough to get to from Sioux Falls or from other areas. But nobody came down and got prizes. So I'm going to keep them. I mean, you never know what the prizes are going to be, and you never know when they are. That's kind of the fun that I get out of doing it. There's lots of prizes. We got a ton of the stuff together for the 2,000 viewer giveaway, which I think we're at like 1,760 or 1,780 people. So everything is going to get hurt, or everything's going to hit at once here. The picture photos, we're going to go one more week on the picture photos, and we're going to narrow them down. I don't know. We'll probably do the top 10 in each category. There's boys, girls, men's, and women's. And it doesn't matter. You don't even have to have a big fish. You don't even have to have a big rack deer. It's an outdoor picture. I left it all the way across the board. But you guys did great. And there's actually been some lead changes when people were way over 100. I thought that it was a shoe win. They were going to win, but people battled back. So if you got pictures you still want on there, you got a week, and it is possible to do it in a week before they get narrowed down. But if you got friends, family, coworkers, loved ones, whatever, and check through those pictures that we have, we'll re-put them at the top. Make sure you share them with all your friends and family and have them like them, because it's going to go off the likes. So after this week, Sunday, we're going to narrow it down and repost them again. How's it going, Prentice? We're going to repost those pictures again, and then we're going to narrow them down again after a week, and then again. So they're going to be done by the outdoor campus, which is actually the 4th. We will go until August 4th. Somebody was asking me, I said the end of the month, but we'll go August 4th, and we'll announce the winners at the outdoor campus when we're doing that. If you guys are around the surrounding area, I'm talking Sioux Falls, definitely go August 4th to the outdoor university. They asked us to have a booth. Robert Rowe Outdoors is going to have a booth. We're going to have games for everyone, not only the kids, but also adults. We're going to have face painting for anybody that wants to get their face painted like a bearded redneck or a not so bearded redneck right now. We're going to have games. We're going to be giving stuff away. We're going to have drawings. We're going to have fun. We're going to have all sorts of stuff that we use in the outdoors there. And you guys are going to be able to touch them, use them, mess with them, annoy people with them, whatever you want to. But we're going to have a lot of fun. Check it out. They're going to have air rifle, kayak canoeing, bow hunting, fishing seminar. I mean, there's going to be all kinds of stuff. There's going to be food vendors. Joseph Nitzel's going to be there. Chris is going to be there. Kevin's going to be there. The bearded redneck's wife's going to be there. I think Shirley might even be there. I'm not sure. But there's going to be a whole bunch of the people that help out and make this show possible going to be there. So it's going to be a big deal. Check it out. It's a fun thing that lasts all day. I believe it's 9 to 4. If I get one more mosquito in my eye, I'm going to freak out. But it's going to be a lot of fun. So put it on your calendars. August 4th from 9 to 4, outdoor campus. There's going to be a ton of stuff. There's going to be like 35 venues that are going to be there. We're one of them. And we're excited about it. We're getting ramped up. Kevin's got the banner ready. I even got a shirt that we got made for this deal solely. So we got a shirt made for me. It's kind of like the old professional fishing shirt. So we got one of those going. And we'll have a bunch of stuff going on. There'll be live stuff that if you guys interact with, some of it you can win if you're not there, but more of it's going to be gave away there. So definitely, if you can make it there, stop by, meet us, take a picture with us, get some face paint, check out the other stuff. I'm going to go out and about also. I'm going to bring my recurve. I want to shoot some bow and arrow. I want to shoot at some targets. We'll see if Jason has the GAR target out. If he does, that would be awesome because he was pretty proud of this GAR target that was about this big that you actually sink underwater so you can shoot at it like bow fishing. That looked pretty cool. Maybe we'll have to try to shoot an air rifle, do something, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you need something to do or if you already have something to do, this is probably going to be a lot more fun than what you're doing. Plan on going to the outdoor campus August 4th. Let's see here. We're going to start doing the gel, trying to mess with the gel as far as we got bones like this. We got the broadheads. I know I had, we're going to do the 2 mechanical blade broadheads first. And I think we're going to do 2-inch diameter, but we got some Vortex. I'm very excited about shooting these. We got these a while ago and I've been held up. These look like a very awesome broadhead. So I'm very excited to see what these are going to do. These were sent to us by our friends over there. We got a bunch of other ones coming. Pretty much tonight, I'm probably going to make sure either if they're not being sent that they're ordered as far as the mechanicals. So we got, we're going to do jackhammers and Swacker and of course the Rage, the infamous Rage. And there's, we're probably just going to do the 2-blade with the chisel point or with, if possible, just to try to keep them all fair. We might, people were requesting also where they were a 4-blade, but they had the 2-blade mechanical and then also a 2-blade fix. So we'll probably do those at the end, but we're going to do mechanical first. We're going to start building the gel deals and then we're going to have, long distance shooting. We're probably going to shoot these at, I don't know what we'll do, 10 yards, 20 yards, probably 20 yards is my guess. But then we're going to shoot out to 50 yards with these broadheads and see which ones fly as good as a field point. So we're also going to be doing that. Also, we're going to shoot out to 100 yards. Not to say that you should be shooting 100 yards at game, but we want to see if they drift or walk. And we'll try to, it's going to be the same arrow, the same fletchings. It's going to be the same weight, the same everything to try to keep it the same as possible. Exactly. It's called My Daughter's Birthday Wish, and she wished to shave her dad. It's actually on here. Oh my gosh. I'm still in shock. And I guess we're going to make it be. So give me a day or two and we'll have a beard again. But we're going to shoot those out there because we're going to have the distance test. We're going to have the speed test. We're going to have penetration. And we're also going to have the extreme, which ones can hold up to like a 50-gallon drum. I know we're going to shoot a 50-gallon drum. We'll probably shoot a cinder block too, just to see which ones hold up, which ones last. Because I know it's always been a tough deal and it's always been a headache for me. And you can make finding a broadhead as difficult as possible, but they're not cheap. And to go out and to do this, like what we're going to do, is difficult to do because it costs a lot of money. So we got a lot of help from a lot of different places that are sending us broadheads. but also we're picking up the tab on the rest of them. So we're starting with mechanical, then we're going to go to 3-blade, and then we're going to go to 2-blade, because I'm very interested in like the Magnus or the solids or something like that. As far as a 2-blade, I want something that if I hit a front shoulder again, it's going through. So I'm looking with weight forward weights, and I'll get crazier with that farther on, but we're strictly going to do the broadhead testing this way. Getting ready for Pier. Got to go to Pier for a Red Hat meeting, I guess you could say. Going to be at Pier. Got to do some business at Pier. But when you're in Pier and you only got business meetings for one day, why not bring the boat and stay a couple more days? So my good friend Shirley's going to go with me, and we're going to spend some time fishing. We'll probably hook up with Jamie Fallis from Crank and Bang Guide Service. We'll see if he's available. Hopefully he is, because we wanted to go out fishing with him last time we were up there, and it was raining all evening and the next morning, so we didn't end up going fishing with him. How you doing, Tony? We'll probably hook up with Crank and Bang Guide Service. I'm guessing we'll probably fish right around where he lives, because the fish only get better this time of year there. And then we possibly might, I'm thinking, I really want to jump up to like Whitlocks or up to Mobridge or somewhere up farther up the ladder and get into the walleyes. I haven't had 100 fish day plus day in a couple years. So if they're biting hot and heavy somewhere, we're going to go after them. So hopefully we can get a little better reception. If we can't, we'll just record without live, and then we'll just edit it up and show it. But we're going to have some good time doing that. Hopefully it isn't as hot as it's been lately, because it's been hotter than a mother. Let's see what else. When we're going up there, we're probably going to focus a lot on plugs, a lot on lead core. Now, the guys are still catching them on live bait, and don't get me wrong. Don't make the mistake of just using one pattern and saying the fish aren't biting. We're going to do a lot of searching with lead core. If we can zone in on a point or a certain break or a certain area or in a bay or what have you above trees that the fish are really isolated in and they're concentrated, don't get us wrong. We're going to do whatever we have to. Shirley's a big bottom bouncer fan, so we're probably going to show you guys something that I haven't done for a few years, that a lot of people pull plugs, but how many have pushed them? So we're probably going to be doing that just to make Shirley happy, because she likes the old bottom bouncers, and you push plugs out the front of the boat. So we'll be showing you that. When you're going somewhere fishing like this, you're going to want to make sure that you're matching the forage base, matching the hatch. What are they eating? Where are they at? What are they doing? The FLPS, the old in-fisherman thing that's just tried and true. You know, when you're up on the Oahe, it's a huge smelt base. It went down a lot with all the flooding a few years back, but it's starting to rebound again. Up in that basin is a lot of smelt. So if you're doing smelt, you're going to want to match it. See, like these Rapala, like the longer, slender baits, the reef runners, you know, what have you, the Husky jerks, your Smith wicks. You're going to want to incorporate a lot of these because they have the same body style as the smelt. Now, when we drop below, if we go down on Lake Sharp, that's more of a shad base. So if it's more of a shad base, shad aren't slender. So that's when we're going to whip in to more of like the infamous pink lure that my wife was using. That's more of a shad body. So we're going to be matching the hatch. We're going to be pushing plugs. We're going to be pulling plugs. And we'll also going to do whatever we can in between to be able to catch some fish. So hopefully we can have a good time. We usually always do when we go out fishing, Shirley and I. So we'll have fun. We'll get out there and we're going to get after them for a good couple of days, hopefully weather permitting. And we're going to have a good time doing that. Now, I started telling my wife I had this planned and that planned, and I want to do this and I want to go there and I want to plant a tree and I want to do all this stuff. And she pulled out this thing called a calendar. And it looks like I am pretty much booked until the end of the year at least. But I have a few spots open. So what I'm I'm throwing them out to you guys. You guys got something going on in your area and you want a not so or no bearded redneck with hopefully a little bit of a beard to come out and to you want to share it with Robert Rohrer Outdoors as far as what you got going on. Maybe it's your kid's first deer hunt. Maybe you got something going on. Let us know, because if we can squeeze it in, Kevin and I or Chris or maybe just myself, or, you know, we'll sneak out and we'll come down there with you if it works out. So get a hold of us right away. There's only a few spots open, but we're going to be jumping around quite a bit. We're going to do West River archery. We're going to do some spot and stock with that. We're excited about that. We're going to actually get a West River tag instead of just a State River, and also an East River, which is divided by the Missouri River for those of you that don't know in South Dakota. But we're going to do some spot and stocking right away. I think the season opens up like the 1st of September, which sucks because it's like you're antelope hunting, or when it's really warm weather. As soon as you shoot it, you don't really have time. You can't hang it. You just quarter it up, throw it on ice. So we're going to be doing some spot and stocking that way. I think it's going to be a little bit too late to get them in the velvet, but we'd really love to get one in velvet. That would be pretty awesome. Never shot one in velvet. We're going to be chasing them East River. We're going to still be going, unless some super monster comes out before the rut, we're going to be going up north again. I guess they want to put up with us another year. We're going to be going up north again for about 10 days up on the North Dakota border right during the rut. Travis and I will be going up there again. And Travis told me already that he feels he is going to get a big one this year. So hopefully one of us does. We went up there and scouted, and I actually have a camera that I left up there. I'm going to get to go up there. How's it going, Jamie? I will be in Pierre next week, Friday. So if you want to go fishing, let me know. But come hunting with us after. Well, I might have to do that, Joe. But we'll get up there. I switched some stuff around. I got some cameras up. I even found some stands that I had up there that I hadn't even seen since 2015. So I don't even know how many stands are up there. I want to say that we have close to like 24 stands up there. Now, you can only sit in one at a time, but where it is, you really don't want to spend time putting them up, and it's nice to have the options. But we changed it up. It's only taken me like 11 years to figure this out because I'm a little slow. But we changed up where we're parking, where we were actually parking before. I walked about a half mile to 3/4 of a mile right through the bedding area. And I never thought it was the bedding area, but I was seeing huge numbers of deer the first couple days, but I was kicking them up out of this plum thicket right out in the middle of nowhere. So we're parking on the opposite side that has less plum thicket, and we're going to try to walk in from that side this year, and we're going to see if it makes a difference. You know, if you scare all the deer away, it's going to be more difficult to get them to come back. So hopefully if we don't scare them away, we'll be into them a little bit. We hit it perfect last year. I was pretty picky right away, and I did have a really nice one come in my last day last year. And I told myself I was going to sit in the stand until 11 o'clock, and it was about 10:15, 10:30, and I was not really seeing anything but some little bucks right away at first light and a couple does, and I hadn't seen anything else except a couple rabbits and squirrels. So I got out of the stand, and I was going to get some stuff and surprise my wife and head home early, and hear the one that I'd seen 2 or 3 times with his nose down throughout within a half mile, a mile of that area. Here he came trotting at 45 yards and stood straight on at me, and stood there about 3 minutes, and I drew back, but he would not turn sideways. I stood up, and I was not. Those of you know me, it's a controversial shot. I will take a straight on shot if it's under 20 yards. And it gives me the right angle to get in between the rib cage and the leg to get right into the pump station. So it's there's a lot of room for error in that shot. It's controversial, but I'm not doing it at 45, so we let it wander off the other way. But we're going to be back. We got hopes again for that, and we're going to get going with it. It is humid and hot and horrible here. Absolutely horrible. But like I said, let's see the next few weeks. What do we got going on? We got next weekend we're going, or The end of next week, we're going to Pier. The following week, we're going over to our friends over at Berkeley in Spirit Lake, Iowa. We're going over there to meet with them, and we're going to pick up a bunch of stuff for the outdoor campus the following weekend to give away, and also a bunch of stuff for the 2,000 viewer giveaway. And also our prizes are also for the picture contest are coming from Berkeley also. So we're going over there. Love going over there. I'm like a kid in a candy store. I think it took me 2.5 to 3 hours last year to, or it was like a month ago when I went there, 2.5, 3 hours of me looking around, and I still didn't know what I wanted because I wanted it all. So we're going to be going over there. Then we'll be coming back to the outdoor campus. Then I believe we're going up to Lake Ponset for the weekend. We're going all over the place. We're even going down to Yankton in a few weeks, and we're going down there camping. So we might have to try out. Yankton gets pretty tough this time of year, but I can usually get it going as far as a couple of fish down there. How you doing, Doug? Doug sent us a care package. Pretty excited about that. There's some stuff in there that gets to go to you guys, and there's some stuff for me too, which is great. But yeah, exactly. Who is the new guy? The new guy is the guy that wanted to do whatever it took to make his 9-year-old daughter happy on her birthday. And she was pretty tickled pink, if you watch the video, by being able to shave her dad's beard. So she had a lot of fun with that. I'm kind of regretting it now, staring at the camera and looking at myself. But my wife likes it, so that could turn out good tonight, maybe. But otherwise, we got a busy schedule. But like I said, if you guys got something that you would like to have the Bearded Redneck or the Bearded Redneck and some of the staff come down and be a part of, or have us experience it, or you would like to share your experience with us, let us know. And if there's an opening for that, we will try to do that. We're also, when it gets a little farther in the year, after the deer hunt and what have you, we'll start scheduling for next year. I know the one thing I really want to do, that snake roundup. I'd like to go noodling next year. So the snake roundup, I got to get a hold with you guys as far as where that's at and when it is to book that. And if you are an experienced noodler that are going to make sure, hopefully I can keep all of these things, let me know, because we want to go noodling. We want to try that out. So we'd like to plan this stuff, but we're going to start doing this about the first of the year. So we'll be talking more about that stuff. If you got something going on, we'll be planning for that for the following year. Let's see here. Look what I have tonight. Huh. I don't know. How do I take a beard break now? I mean, that's going to be a little crazy. The outdoor campus, definitely, if you guys have not gone down and checked that, or going to come down, go on their webpage, look at it. It's called Outdoor University. It's going to be August 4th. We are going to be there. We're going to have a booth. Our booth is going to consist of a table or two and a ground blind. And I will break the news now. You're going to have to come in person, but we're giving the ground blind away. So make sure you come down and fill out an entry form for the ground blind, because the ground blind that we'll be hanging out in will be going home with one of you lucky viewers or one of you lucky people that show up at the outdoor campus after it's over. We'll be drawing for it later in the afternoon. So make sure you get down there. That is just one of the things. We got a lot of stuff as far as that we're going to be giving away. There'll be games, so you'll have a chance to win stuff. You know, I might have to get a fake beard made so we can wear that if you want a picture with a bearded redneck. I don't know. It grows pretty quick. Kevin and I were talking about doing a day-by-day thing and then posting it and speed it up time. It'd look kind of funny, I think. It's pretty, it's a pretty new experience. I think I sweat more without the beard, personally. I'm not sure. So we're going through a bunch of stuff. Me, I guess, I don't know if it's when you get older or if you're just over OCD or what it is, but I'm going through a lot of lures, and I'm going to be getting it ready because I want everything tip-top shape as far as what have you for when we go up to pier fishing. So not only are we going to have the lead core stuff, we got to have the whole kitchen sink with, we got to have the bottom bouncers and the spinners. And also I want stuff to cast because hopefully we can get into some shallow fish that are feeding, or we can get into some smallmouth that we can cast at. I haven't got into any smallmouth. I haven't really tried too much this year, but I'd like to get into some bass fishing. That would be pretty fun. What else do we got going on here? Anybody got any questions, any comments? What do we got here? I would get the front end of the turtle. No Dr. Pepper. Can anybody bring Doug a Dr. Pepper? Kevin should be on his way back, if not pretty close. He had to go on a road trip. He goes on road trips all the time. But he went out. Kevin and Chris and I, what was that? I want to say it was Friday night. Friday afternoon. We all went fishing. We did, how you doing, Daniel? We went fishing just on some close bridges here. Actually, we only went to one. But we probably caught about a dozen catfish. They were all decent eaters. It was pretty high water, but we got away with like 3/4 to half ounce weights on the catfish rigs that I like to use around here because of the gar. But we caught quite a few small ones that would have been nice eaters, and probably up to maybe 2 pounds, 1.5 to 2 pounders. And caught quite a few of those, had some fun. Kevin actually caught the power line, and then On caught it. That was pretty exciting. But we went out and did that. Chris has been around a little bit more, and kind of getting everything kind of in order. Everything's rush. We really had to ask for a favor. If you've ever seen Rage's fishing jerseys online, check them out. Any of you got your fishermen, those guys have been amazing. If their shirt quality is as good as their customer service has been so far, if you guys are looking for a shirt, you need to check these guys out because it was reasonably priced, you know, and also what they did to make it happen was amazing. I mean, it wasn't supposed to be done. Everybody else said I could not get a shirt by the outdoor campus. These guys made it happen. So it's going to be cutting it short. It's going to be right at the beginning of August when I get this shirt. But kudos to those guys, Byron over there at Rage's, and also Kevin, because Kevin kicked butt as far as getting everything ready. I don't know what the heck a vector is. I thought it was a broadhead. I didn't know. But a vector file for sponsor images and all this stuff. Kevin had all this other stuff going on, and he got it all in there. He got it all over to him, and everything's going to be ready to go. They're going to have it on the designer's table in the morning, and they're going to be emailing back to me right away and sending smoke signals, I said. So maybe they'll even do that. But they're going to be getting that shirt going. That shirt's pretty cool as far as getting that made. So we're gonna try it out. But like I said, from what I've seen and the reviews from that place, it is amazing. So if you're looking for a shirt like that, for darts, for a pool league, or if you're a amateur or a professional fisherman or hunter, you need to check this place out. It's absolutely amazing. I love talking up places that treat people good. This is one of those places, so check them out definitely. How you doing, Terrence? We're going to be throwing out some crazier stuff. Who has used a super shad wrap like this? This is an SSSR14. I like having these things because some people believe, and I believe it sometimes, big baits, big fish. So when I'm getting into fishing, I'm catching a lot of good fish, and I already got my fish. I like throwing something out like this that's absolutely huge for that chance of just a crazy one. So Shirley and I are going to be throwing out some crazy stuff like that. We might even throw out something like that, like a big old white bass like that. We're going to be throwing out some extreme crazy lures if we can get into the fish, which I don't think we'll have a problem, and we get it done trying to catch a monster. I don't know if Shirley's caught, I don't think Shirley's caught a proud angler walleye yet. So we're going to try to get them. And if we have a little time, we're going to be going after the big boy catfish too. So we're going to have a lot of action going on next weekend. Hopefully there's internet. If there's not, like I said, we're going to not fight it. We're just going to film it, and we'll get it to you as soon as possible. Let's see here. We got a ton of stuff as far as for the giveaways. Keep sharing those pictures. It's very close. Probably the closest battle right now is the boys kid division. I want to say the lead's changed once or twice now, and they've got a lot of likes. So check out those pictures. If you guys want to get pictures in still, PM them to us. We'll put them on there. It's going to be one more week. So when I go live next week, we're going to drop them down, and we're going to keep the top 10 from every category, and then we're going to start over. That's going to go for a week. We're going to drop it to 5, and then it's going to go the following week, and it will be figured out August 4th. The outdoor campus will be the cutoff. When the outdoor campus is done, that's when we're going to figure it out, and we're going to announce them after that. So definitely make sure you get on there. Like those pictures with your friends, your families, your coworkers, Martians, whoever is on Facebook that's going to support you, because you guys are choosing the winners on those pictures. So make sure that you're spreading it out to your friends and your family and everyone you know, because the people that are way up there in numbers, that's what they've done. And people will support them, and they're going crazy with them. Chris has been amazing as far as getting her husband out there, but that is an amazing flathead catfish that he has in the men's division. That one's going pretty wild. I haven't looked at the females, adults, to see who's pulling away or if that's a close race there. But remember, you make it in the top 10 on this one, it goes for another week, and there's 10 of you, and it starts over. So those people that shared and did all that stuff, they're going to have to do it again. So there might be a couple of sly coon dogs that are holding back, and they're going to bring it here after this. So you guys that have done it, I commend you, but it's one of 3 phases. And we want to give some prizes away for these pictures, and we want to get some exposure also. So it helps us with that. It gives you guys some great prizes. So we're going to definitely be getting into that and getting crazy with that. I've only gone bow fishing once. And that I really like to bow fish. You know, I got my old Martin here, and we are ready to go. I even got a new arrow on there right now. But I want to get out and do some bow fishing. I really want to get out and get, like in Kelly's Cove, right on the Missouri, off the gym, and shoot flying carp, or shoot at flying carp in the air. I think that would be awesome. And to go live and to do that, you guys let me know what you think about that, because I've really wanted to do that for the last year. I'm going to have to somehow squeeze that in if somebody can make that happen. So if somebody's down in that Yankton area that knows where the flying carp are, want to hang out with us, get a hold of us, let us know, because we want to shoot at some flying carp in the air. The water has been so sporadic and blah, 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 blah. It's mostly been way up compared to down this year. So we've been getting a lot of rain. We got a lot of rain today. It downpoured for like an hour again. We're getting a ton of rain, and it's really muddying up the water from all the runoff. And it's really high in the bank, so it's rather difficult to be able to see the fish unless it's really calm and a real sunny day. I'm pretty sure the gar have spawned, so they're going to drop down a little more. They've still got to come up. But we need to get out and do some more bow fishing, because I really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun, and I want to shoot a couple of big gar to show you that you can utilize it and eat it. It's good. You know, we usually cut up a couple every year and bury them around the tomato plants and all the garden plants, which is a great way for fertilizer. Any of you that have messed with that fish oil, You know, use chunks of fish. Where do you think the oil comes from? And it's all natural and it works amazing. Plus, if you got a digging cat or a dog, it gives them a treat too, I guess. I don't know. I've never had problems with the animals digging it up yet, as long as I dig it down about 8, 10, 12 inches. But we want to get out and we want to utilize some of that. We got a couple of smokers sitting on the side of the house. We need to shoot some carp too, because I want to show you also with these flying carp, these Asian carp, these silver carp, these damn bottomed-eyed carp, whatever you want to call them, how to fillet them, and that they actually are a very nice, firm, flaky white meat. They were brought over here by the Asians for a food source. The problem is they take over everything. They eat all the photo and zooplankton. They eat all the plankton, and they're killing our ecosystems. They're killing our waterways. They're going to force out, because only so much, a certain amount of cubic water area that you have in a basin or a river or what have you can only sustain so many creatures breathing and doing their thing out there. So they grow, they eat like 400 times their damn weight. They're ridiculous, but we got a few different things. We want to show you that they are a good fish to utilize. Now, we've been working with the Game and Fish on and off for about a year here, and we're going to show you something we've been talking to them about that they have encouraged us to make. But we want to get the patent and everything good. But we're going to be debuting that and showing you that as soon as we get the prototype made and everything's good with the pattern, because we think we figured out a way you can sport fish these, because all they do is filter and eat through their gills. So how do you catch them? We got it figured out. We've been working with them. We think we got it going. This is going to be exciting. We're going to get on the chopping block with this, and hopefully we can show you all how this works, and hopefully it does work. So we're going to have that going. Gar is very good. Listen to John Sanders there. It is very good meat. It actually has the texture of probably scallops, is probably what I'd say. And it isn't bad. It's good eating. I mean, when I flay it off, you got to use the tin snips to clean them. They're a pain in the butt that way. But once you get down to the good stuff, it's good nuggets. They're amazing. We had some stuff I was going to show you, but I left it in the house, and I'm not going to go get it. But when we were at the flea market, there was this gal there, and she was selling shit. And I'm like, what in the world? But we actually have a bag, and it says sack of shit. Now, it's this company, and they make all these seasonings, and they make barbecue sauces, they make salsa, and everything is chicken shit, hot shit. You know, what is the whole package? The whole package deal, I think, is called the whole shit and caboodle. I mean, it's kind of a cute thing. It's catchy, and it's a good reason to say the word shit a lot, I guess. But it's actually, we're going to be trying that out. We got 3 different of the spices. We got one that we're going to use for a rub when we smoke some stuff. And then we got 2 of them that we're going to try out on fish and one on poultry. We got some of their salsa, which I like hot. And it's definitely got a good kick, and it's a good flavored kick, not a chemical kick. So I wish I would have brought that out there out here because I would have sampled it. But we'll show you that another time. But that was kind of a funny deal. And to even show that it's a smaller world, the gal that was over in Davis, South Dakota at this flea market that was selling this actually does my grandma's hair. She does my grandma's hair, Mary Hurd, once a week over in Pipestone. And she never even shared it with her because, you know, she thought, you know, people get offended by the word shit. So it's kind of a funny thing. It's a cute thing, but it's a small world. We were across from her at the flea market. We had fun. We enjoyed talking to her. And so we had to get some of the products. But we'll show you those products. I'll bring them out, or I'll bring them live sometime here. And we'll do some cooking with them, and we'll try it and see what it tastes like. The samples that we had, it tasted very good. So it was kind of a cool product. So definitely check that out. We'll be showing you more of that. We're kind of just taking it lazy today, I guess. We did a lot of work. Like I said, you can see I have no beard. That was Remington, my 9-year-old daughter's birthday wish. She wanted to shave off her dad's beard. So if you want to be a dad and make your kids' dreams come true, just remember, sometimes it might not be what you want. But she was pretty happy and pretty tickled pink. The video's on here if you want to watch it. But we only had, I think, a little bit of blood on the chin. So she did a lot better than the softball team did last year. Let's see here. What do we got going on? Anybody got any questions, any comments, anything they want to talk about, anything that exciting that happened to them? You guys are always so quiet. You know, let's get crazy. If anybody's got any questions, any comments, we'll take those quick. Otherwise, it's pretty humid out here. I gotta get AC out here in the man cave. But by the time I always think about doing it, then I'm lighting the wood burner. Does anybody know a place to live that doesn't get this humid, but has this amazing of hunting and fishing as the Dakotas do? I don't mind the 40 below zero. I hate the 400% humidity though. If you guys know that, let me know, because I'd be very interested in making a geographical change if I could somehow talk my wife and kids into it, to not have to deal with these hot summers. I absolutely hate them. How's the picture like? Okay. The picture like thing, Dan, it's going to go through next weekend. And at the end of next weekend, we're going to narrow it down to 10 people. And it's going to go one more week. Can it go that long? One more week. Yeah. Well, at the end of next week, we're going to narrow it down to 10. Then after a week, it's going to go to 5. And then after that week, we're going to award the prizes and see who wins each category. Hawaii is good hunting and fishing. Yeah, but it's very expensive, and I'd be stuck on an island. Maybe I'd be claustrophobic. I don't know. That might be an option. Texas. Why would Texas be out for me? There's nothing wrong with Texas. I like Texas. They allow people to express their amendment rights there. Let's see here. Anybody else got anything? Any questions? Anything going on? But yeah, so we're going to be narrowing down that and make sure that you guys have shared it. I know I believe Dan's boy, he's way up there. He's battling another guy with a bass, I think. He's got the cute picture with the bluegill. And there's another kid that's got a largemouth bass. Those guys are battling hard in the boys division, but it's the top 10. It's going to drop to 5. Then we're going to award prizes and see who the top person is. We got a package from John Parker coming. We got a package from Doug Roberts coming. We also have a few things that I saw that I picked up here or there. We're getting game cameras ready. We're getting excited here. I'm going to be changing out some other places, and I'm still going to utilize the places that I hunt, but we're going to add in some that I was hitting late season last year that I'm pretty excited about. Some of them went through the chronic waste about 4 or 5 years ago. Their bucks were decent last year. I'm thinking they're going to be pretty nice this year. We're going to be expanding out into these areas. I love to find a lot of the stuff that I hunt down here is public, and until I go up north. But there is some private down here also. But I love the challenge of public hunting and going out there and not only hunting on the public hunting down here, but finding those undiscovered diamonds in the rough. So definitely, I found a few of those last year. And there was a few people towards the road where there usually was. But when you go back in farther, it's just a gold mine of loveliness. So we're going to go out and we'll go live with putting some of these cameras up, but we're not going to show you exactly where they are, just for the fact that we want to see if anybody else can find the spots. But definitely, we're excited about some new spots. Axis deer, that's on my list of things I do want to do. Axis deer, I love those things. That'd be like a antelope with like caribou or something. But I think they're beautiful. I definitely would want the taxidermist lined up before I went, which is kind of like cooking the chicken before you cut its head off, I guess. But definitely, we're going to start putting those out. We're going to start figuring out, I did not lose a bet. I made my 9-year-old daughter very happy for her birthday because it was her wish to shave her dad's beard off. So that's actually on here. You can watch that. It's kind of comical. It was kind of scary. It wasn't as bad as I thought it'd be, but it's still, I'm in shock. I've already sent up several visits to a shrink, and I possibly might even have to get on meds now. But we're working through this, and I'm sure with your guys' support and your love, I'll be able to do it. But we'll get through it. You'll see how fast I could grow a beard. It isn't going to take long. I'm not really worried about it that much. The only thing is it's actually, and I believe it now, my face is hotter without the beard. I mean, I always heard that if you have a beard, it keeps you, Perry Patterson. I will have to check into that. Thank you very much, Mike. But they say if you have a beard, that it keeps you insulated and it keeps you warm in the winter. Don't get me wrong. Those of you that have seen me out in some of the extreme elements, you can see where it's actually frozen. But that's usually from my breath that freezes it. But they also stated, what I've read, is that a beard actually holds moisture and sweat there, and it actually keeps you cooler. I'm really beginning to believe that because my face is hot. It's like irritated and got little bumps and dried skin and all kinds of other nasty stuff too right now. But that'll be gone in a day or two, but I'm hotter. So I actually never thought that was true because I always had a beard. Now that I don't, at least for this short time, I'm realizing they were right. So definitely, if you have a beard and you think you're going to shave it off to be cooler, think again, because I'm telling you, it's hotter. Let's see here. Did I forget anything? How do I do a beard break now? This doesn't work very well. For those of you that missed it, we're going to be going to Pier. We're going to be doing a lot of searching, and we're going to try to get into a good 100-fish day catch. Haven't been in one of those in a couple of years. We're going to be doing a lot of lead core to search for the fish, and then we will fine-tune in if we have to. We're going to be using, when we're up on Oahe, we're going to be using a lot of smelt-style bodies, like husky jerks and rapalas. We're going to show you guys something called pushing plugs, and we'll be pulling plugs at the same time. Pushing plugs is a great way to get a couple more lines out if you can, according to your state laws. It's a great thing to really be able to follow contours and break lines and go around points because your line's straight down pretty much. Straight down, and you're pushing plugs. So it's actually kind of a cool thing. So we'll be doing that. We'll be out up on the Oahe, and we'll be down on, I'm sure, Lake Sharp also. So we're going to be doing that. We'll probably hook up with Jamie from Crank and Bang Guide Service and go out with him and have us fish with us for a day. And then we'll probably go up north, up into Whitlocks or Spring Creek or Bushes or somewhere up in there. We're not really going to even look at where the fish are. I probably am not going to make any phone calls to some guys that I know up there that are veterans until I'm there. Because the fish on the Missouri River or any big body of water like that can move and change so much. I don't want to get my heart and my hopes all excited for a certain area when it could change the following day. So when we get there, then we'll get a hold of people and we'll figure it out. We don't know where we're going, but we're going to go after a bunch of fish. So you can look him up. I will look him up on Facebook. Thank you. A white beard might help. Maybe I should dye it. I was starting to get a lot of gray in my beard, though. Typically still pulling. LOL. Okay. Anybody got any questions? Anything? Anything? We got quite a bit of this stuff. This is all full of stuff. This one's full of stuff. We got lots of boxes of stuff for the 2,000 viewer challenge. I think we were at like 1760 or something like that. So you guys are pretty darn close. I think you need like 240. There'll probably be a few more. So if you know anybody out there that isn't already following us, you know, share our page, let them know about it. Because when we get to that 2,000, and we got a ton of lures up here also, and we got a lot more stuff coming from the Berkeley store. But we got segmented lures, all sorts of stuff. And this getting to this time of year, we're going to be giving a lot of fishing stuff away right after we get this 2,000 viewer thing away. We're probably going to do a giveaway for the archery season because it's going to be kicking off, boom, right away. So things are going to be going wild. As soon as we do this giveaway, it's going to, you know, anybody that watches, we get a lot of exposure on the giveaways. But what we want a lot of new people coming in on these giveaways, but we want you people that are faithful every week and that are watching. We want people like that to keep growing. So we got our fan base there. So it's coming along. You guys have been doing amazing. I'd just like to thank you for that. As far as what we've been doing, I don't even know how long have we been doing this, like 4 months maybe. And we're like 1,760 followers. YouTube is 4 times as many followers. We got followers on Instagram. We got followers on Twitter. We got a Twitch deal. We got Facebook. We got people all over the place, and we thank you for that. You know, you guys have made this possible. The giveaways are getting bigger. The equipment's getting better. The experiences hopefully are getting still educational for you, entertaining, and interesting. If you guys got any ideas on any of that stuff, let us know, because we'll be the first to tell you we don't know everything. And if you guys can teach us something, we'd love to have you on. We'd love to pop you up. You know, we could pull you up on the screen. You could come and visit us. We could come and visit you. You know, we know a little bit of a lot of stuff around here at Robert Rohrer Outdoors. We are the first ones to tell you we don't know everything. People that do this and a whole bunch of that are so selling themselves short, because it's when you think you know everything and you stop talking about it and you listen is when you really start learning stuff. And that's where your potential can go to the top. So definitely the novice can teach a professional, a pro can teach an amateur. We as sportsmen together can grow stronger. So definitely, we want to hear your feedback. We want to hear your tips. We want you to help us be better sportsmen. And we also want to share what we have too. So if there's experiences, if there's tips and tricks, if we know them, we'll show them to you. And even if we show them to you, there's more than one way to skin a cat. So if there's other ways to go about it, we definitely want to be able to share that with you. And we also want to learn it ourselves. We taught Chris how to tie a polymer knot last night. And then I showed him a trilene knot, but that kind of confused him. So I stopped there. But we got Chris tying a couple knots. That was pretty good on his fishing pole. But we love to learn new ways. We love to learn new things. We've learned a lot of things over the years through our adventures in the outdoors. But you can never learn too much. And a lot of it's trial and error. So if we can help you maybe not struggle through some stuff that we had to, it's going to help you guys. And I know you guys know a lot of things You need to go. I need to go fish. I would love to go to California. Is he a bass fisherman? Kenny Barker? I would love to do that. Yeah. You should, I guess I could get a hold of him. Liam said, oh, wow, Mr. How you doing, Liam? Yes, Liam, my 9-year-old daughter decided that her birthday wish was to shave my beard. And she got a kick out of it. But she told me, and I made her say it like 2-3 times, so I really felt big in the head, just that I was the best dad in the whole world for letting her shave the beard. So you guys know that we're all about helping the kids. We're all about helping everybody here, if we can, within reason, on Robert Rohrer Outdoors. But we love doing things for the kids. That's why we did the outdoor campus. That's why we're going to be doing more of that stuff. But we are suckers for the kids, I guess. We love kids that are excited in the outdoors. And if we can bring a smile to a kid's face and teach them something and get them hooked, we're going to do it. So we'll even shave the beard every now and then if that's going to make a kid's day on their birthday. So we made a kid's day on their birthday, but now I'm the naked redneck. So we'll get through that. But definitely make sure you're checking out those pictures, liking them. Make sure you're putting on your schedule to go to the outdoor campus on August 4th. Check that out. We'll be there. There'll be tons of prizes. And I told people earlier, if you're not watching from earlier and you're watching now, we're going to be in a ground blind, and we're giving that ground blind away towards the end of the outdoor university at the outdoor campus. So you have to be there and sign up for the ground blind. So come on down there and do that. Play some of the games. Get your face painted like the Bearded Redneck does with face paint. Come down, have some fun. There's food trucks. There's all kinds of activities for kids and adults. Come down there, and who knows, you might win some other great prizes from us, and you might be bringing home a ground blind. So make sure to spread the words. Make sure to lock it down on your calendar and check it out. Yes, I'm still in shock, but it'll be quick. It'll be quick. I'll wake up in the morning and probably have a beard. That's how quick my beard grows, my wife says. The wife's birthday is the day before the outdoor campus. Well, then maybe you should come up early, Joseph, and we should go out on a couple's date or go out and do something, or we could celebrate her birthday up here unless she's got other plans. That's exactly right. I am the beardless redneck right now. So let's see here. We've kind of been going through a lot of stuff, and we got stuff all over the place. We're looking at shooting a bunch of bows, and we're going to figure out which bow are we going to use this year. We're going to keep the old Prime that we had, the Prime Alloy, or we're going to be stepping it up. One I'm very, very, very excited to shoot because of the price, but also the amazing technology they've brought into it and how they've stepped their game up in the last few years, is the Bear Kuma. So we're going to be shooting the Hoyts. We're going to be shooting the Matthews. We're going to be shooting the new Prime. We're going to be shooting the Elite. We're going to be shooting the Diamond. We're going to be shooting every other bow that anybody thinks is Obsession, all those bows. And we're going to figure out what is the best bow, not only that feels most importantly comfortable for the bearded redneck that's not bearded right now, Robert Rohrer Outdoors, to hold in its hand this hunting season and use. And we're going to figure it out. It's going to be on cost. It's going to be on speed. It's going to be on accuracy. It's going to be on feel. It's going to be on a lot of things. But I'm very excited about this, trying out this Bear Kuma, because this bow is about $1,000 cheaper than the other competitors on the market. And it's shooting just as fast as them. And it looks like they're holding groups. People are loving it. And I'm all about that. I'm the average guy that's married with kids with a mortgage that, do I have a bow that's over paid thousands of dollars for? Yes, I do. But this would be something that I would stand behind if if it's the cat's meow. The wife enjoys it. Oh, no. I guess she does. We'll see how much the wife enjoys me later on tonight. You know, because otherwise, this might have been a huge mistake. But it wasn't for you, honey. We did it for our daughter. So, anybody got any quick questions? Get a Triax. That's the Matthews, right? I've heard some good ones about that. I'm going to shoot that. I've heard some great reviews about that. I've watched some good videos on that. I am definitely going to put the Triax in the mix as far as one of the potential bows to get. Like I said, I don't care what it says. What I care about, what it feels like, if it's comfortable, if it's accurate in my hands, because what shoots good for you might not shoot good for me, and what it's going to do. So that's what I'm going to focus on, and I'll put it all down. We'll probably break them down. We'll try to go live with this. I don't know. Some places don't like you to shoot bows anymore, but there's only one place that I know that does that. We probably won't go there. But we're going to shoot a bunch of them, and we'll see. We'll try to go live, or we'll film it. Maybe we'll have to do some hidden cameras or something. I don't know if they don't want to cooperate with that. We're going to film it because I'm going to talk about it, and that's going to be my experience with these bows. But what I want to show you is just don't buy a Matthews because your buddies have one. Don't just buy a Prime because somebody else said they're good. Definitely don't just pick a bow up and think it feels good and shoot it also. Go through them. You know, it's the same with buying a car. Don't just go out and jump in the first car and go, ooh, I like it. Sign the papers. Check them out. Do some research. Drive them around. Fart in them. See what they smell like afterwards. You know, all that stuff. But definitely, you're going to be using this for a while. And if you're going after it, and you're going after meat, and you want to be an ethical hunter, or you're going for that once-in-a-lifetime trophy that could potentially happen, you want as many things as your favor as possible. So why not get the best you can, the best quality that you can afford that's going to suit the purpose for what you're hunting. So we're going to be showing that and checking that out a little bit. But definitely, I'm going to get out of this heat. It is hot. I think I'm having heat flashes from not having the beard. But definitely make sure you got one more week on those pictures. Share them, like them, go through them if you haven't checked them out. There's a few of them in there that are pretty awesome that I don't know if people have found yet. So definitely, if you got pictures in that, check out the pictures and make sure you're liking them and sharing them, because that's how we're going to narrow it down in a week and then another week and then get the winners is by the likes on the pictures. So take the picture, share it, spread them around, get everybody you know to like them. And let's give away a bunch of prizes for that. What do we got? Oh, do. Well, we're going to sign off. You guys have a good evening. Thanks for your support. Have a good evening.